All right, because I don't have videos that I know I want to have while I'm in Vegas and coming back from Vegas and travel, and I'm just gonna do what I can today. I'm going in for another scan, and it's the most invasive you can get. It's also the most expensive paid, which is why I'm doing it. I went on my walk this morning, did 5 miles, listened to a new book that I got on audio, and Ashley is homesick. She's still asleep. It is 1:30. Abby is home with her and is gonna try in an hour to get her to wake up and hydrate. Feel bad for the kid. Wow, that was fun. It's like the scan that I look forward to the least. And I think it's harder now because I've become good friends with the people that work here. And like, they were all anxiously awaiting whether I was going to be able to have surgery or not. Like, I went through the whole thing with them last week. They were like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it, you've done all this work. Because they've literally seen me lose weight. Like, they've literally watched me lose weight. And so anyway, so that makes it a little bit more awkward because we've become like so-called friends. You know what I mean? Like, we follow up with each other. We all love Hawaii. We talk about our upcoming trips and get advice from each other, all this stuff. So it's a little bit more awkward that way. But then it got even worse because she was like, the tech that was doing it, she was like, all right, so more bad news. I have like 4 probes to test. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. And she's like, I'm so sorry. This is like the worst one. And I was like, yes, you are correct. This is the worst one. But anyway, so super awful. But I got done an hour early, about an hour early. So it means I can go and pick up Chelsea from school. And Ashley just woke up probably about a half hour ago, claiming she still needs to go to practice tonight. And I just don't like the idea of it. So I'm gonna take her and sit right out front where I can actually see into the room where they practice. And I might actually, man, I don't know what to do. I might actually just go in. Oh no, I have a call. I have a call to make at 4. Shoot. No, that's fine. I'll just sit in my car. I have a really interesting opportunity, and I'll let you guys know how it goes. Because of my videos, well, I gotta rush. I gotta go get Chelsea when I'm set up waiting for her high school to get out, or for her to come out of the high school. Then I will tell you what I'm doing this afternoon. I'm so bummed. I'm such an idiot. I don't think it occurred to either one of us. I just lost my opportunity for today, I think. I'm waiting to hear back from the person I was going to talk to on a Zoom call. Am I in the way? Yes. Because this person ahead of me won't move forward. I hate the high school pickup lane. And I hope Chelsea sees my message that I could come and get her. Let's see here. Okay, she knows. Okay. So around Christmas time, I had someone reach out to me on my channel, and I can't remember what their title was. They work or going to school at University of Virginia, and they work with a professor who teaches there. And were reaching out to me because they had found my video on being diagnosed as pre-diabetic. How long ago is that, you guys? Do you remember that video? I actually should. We're just gonna look it up. We'll just look it up here. So they had found that video because they work in the health department as like that. She's a professor. I'll look all these things up. I'll find out what department she works for. Let's see here. Let's just type in diabetes on my channel and see how long ago that was. They had found my video, I don't even know how to spell diabetes. There it is. getting my pre-diabetes, finding out I'm pre-diabetic 3 years ago. Wow, that was 3 years ago. Okay, so they found that video, and obviously it's been 3 years, and wanted to reach out to me to see what, like, where I'm at now, and to see what that journey was like back then to be diagnosed with diabetes. Did I cure it? Did I overcome it is actually the better phrase. Did I overcome it? This kid out the window looks just like Kaylee's boyfriend, Jacob. It's so crazy, like the big floppy hair and sweatpants. It's very strange. Anyway, so they just wanted to see what my journey had been since that diagnosis, and to see what my health journey looks like from my perspective as like an individual, to see if they can incorporate it in their teachings. She is the department of, she's an associate professor for the public health sciences department at University of Virginia. Super cool. So we were going to meet on a Zoom call today and talk about my journey and talk, I don't know what else they want, like had questions for me. I don't really know. But I've told them, like, well, you're catching me at a very perfect time in the timeline of my journey, because it's, they don't know, but I was going to tell them about my surgery and how much I've lost and yada yada. But I totally got the time. I just was forgetting that we're on, like, I'm on the West Coast and she's on the East Coast. And they kept saying 4 p.m. and I just assumed she was adjusting the time for me, but I don't know that she realizes where I live. I know where she lives. It didn't even occur to me. I couldn't have done it at 1 p.m. Because I was doing that scan, or about to do that scan. So I'm just waiting to see if she can still talk now, or if we have to reschedule it. So it's kind of a bummer, because I was kind of wanting to talk to her about that, but I can't believe it's been, I thought it was 2 years ago that I was given that diagnosis of pre-diabetes. Anyway, that's crazy. It was 3 years ago. I wonder what month. August of 2021. That was the year my mom died. It was a hard year. But it was also, is that Chelsea? Nope. All the kids look the same. They're all wearing leggings, sweatshirts. Chelsea actually has jeans on today. I have seen her. Man, I haven't, maybe I should rewatch this video of mine. I do remember after getting that diagnosis, it really was the trigger for me on my journey. It kind of was shocking to get that diagnosis and a reality check of what I needed to do. But I do remember seeing pictures of myself at my mom's funeral and how overweight I was and how unhealthy I was and how hot I was. Anyway, I'm really in the way because the car ahead of me has left this 20-foot gap. They won't scoot forward. Are they even in their car? Am I even gonna be able to get out? Anyway, it's just kind of interesting. Oh, there's Chelsea. It's just kind of interesting to kind of think about how that all started, and seeing myself was my reality check. Getting that diagnosis was part of that reality check. Me, Chelsea in the wild. Chelsea not in her house moo-moo. School okay? Mm-hmm. Good. Just boring. I gotta get home. Ashley does want to go to practice. Strange, but I am not letting her do more than an hour. So I'm gonna sit down there now. Actually, I should maybe go walking, because now I don't have to do that call. I am a sweaty hot mess. Look how red I am. I decided for the hour and a half Ashley's in practice right now. Normally it's a 4-hour practice, but we are not having her stay for tumbling and her second class because it is not her competitive class. But they are, if you can kind of, I don't know if you're going to see the girls. They are doing their stunting tonight. I think they just have enough of their, oh, I see what they're doing. I just figured it out. This is their competitive squad that's in this room, and they've shoved out all the other kids that are in the class that's supposed to be going on right now. And I'm hoping that coach, there's another coach in there as well. I think that's the coach that came and practiced with them like a month ago. She's like one of the top coaches in the state. I'm gonna try and work with her on some fundraising ideas because I talked to another coach. Anyway, now that makes more sense because there's kids in another room. So she's really needing to be at this practice because this is the competitive routine that they're doing in Vegas. So I can see why she wanted to be here. I didn't understand what they were going to do with all the other kids that are not on the competitive team, because that's not what this practice is supposed to be. So they're just they're just utilizing the time because they can. But I'm leaving. I'm taking her in how many minutes? 15 minutes. I'm taking her home. She does not need to be at tumbling. She doesn't have a tumbling routine for a competition for Vegas. And she doesn't need to come to the other class. She needs to go home and take a shower and go back to bed. So while she was here, I knew I wasn't gonna go back home and then come back for her. I was just gonna stay, and I just didn't want to, like, I used to just sit in the car and watch shows, and I really quick when I was home getting her after I dropped Chelsea off, I just quickly changed my clothes. I was like, you know what? Let's go walking. Let's just do a mild walk. I've already showered today. I've already walked, and I didn't run this morning, but let's just walk for an hour and a half. We're just gonna walk. And I did 1 mile, and I was like, and I finished the book that I started this morning. I literally started a book this morning and I already finished it today. And so I was like, you know what? Turn on music, and immediately I was like, let's run. So I went and ditched my fanny pack and just had my phone on me, and I didn't wear my weights, and I have a tank top on. I don't have a coat. It's not 30 degrees inside there. And I ran for probably 2 miles, I think. I think I stopped at 2 miles. So I have walked/ran for 8 miles today, which feels fantastic. And it felt so good to run. It felt good to run not in the cold, not with my weighted vest. I think the biggest problem I had was keeping my pants up. If I'm not gonna lie, I am very excited to get rid of my apron belly and not have pants fall down. I'm very excited about that because that was the biggest problem I had, because I had to pull them like clear all the way up. Like literally, like they're so pulled up high, but they won't stay up. They just start to roll over my rolls. Super annoying. And now one of the girls, she sees me in my car. One of the girls sees me in my car with my camera. They all knew, most of them know hi, she's totally laughing at me. Anyway, so it felt good to run. I did have the professor reach back out to me. We're gonna try and talk tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. my time, because she needs to be done by noon. Oh, she just got back to me. Let's see here. Absolutely, thanks so much. I'll send a Zoom invitation tomorrow morning. So I'm meeting her at 8 a.m. on a Zoom call, and then that just means I'm probably going to be up and ready for my walk, and be in my car, at least on my way to the park. That way I'm at the park at 9 that's when I like to be there. Like, that's when I like to start. That way I'm there when we're done with the call, because she has to be done at 9 a.m. my time. So then I can just hop out and start my walk right away. It just means I need to try and get a decent night's sleep tonight. I am not sleeping well at all. It's getting really annoying, but I'm gonna try really hard tonight, and I'm gonna go home, and I hope I can make, I hope I have the energy when I get home. I have a rotisserie chicken from Costco I've been eating and nibbling off of. I ate some in my salad the other day and some with some broccoli another day. But I'm gonna make some mashed potatoes and some gravy with some of my homemade chicken stock. And then cook up a vegetable or something. So I'm gonna make that for dinner when I get home. Have a good hearty meal early, like early dinner, like be done eating by 6:30, 7, depending on how long it takes me to make the dinner. And then climb into bed or go watch a show in my room or something and just try and get a good night's sleep tonight so I can get up and be ready to go in the morning. So I'm just waiting another 10 minutes or so for Ashley and then we're gonna go home. All right, I came home and did my wifely duties. Made a homemade meal. I'm splurging on my gravy tonight. My mashed potatoes and my gravy. I'm gonna eat my veggies and my protein first.
Oh yeah, I gotta grab the veggies.
This just sounded so good to me. So I made my gravy from scratch, used chicken broth, and then made my mashed potatoes. And we have the rotisserie chicken and then canned beans, because that just is easier when you're already making all the other things. So, bless you.
That was it.
Yes, it was you.
It was a bird.
I said bless you.
Yeah, excuse you.
Excuse you. All right, so we're gonna eat and then whatever, we'll figure it out.